How are you people? How's things? How are you doing? How's everybody? Everywhere you are, good morning for those in the South Coast and those in a different area. Come to This is Football Fun. We're excited, we are happy, we are bubbly, and on the other hand, again, it's the beautiful news that matters the most, the beautiful ways that utters, that comes from our mouth, that comes to you from us guys, our viewers. So first things first, we are doing a weekend review for the none other than the Premier League. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and touch and give us whatever that you need us to say on the channel, man. Just give us a comments right down on the bottom, and yeah, you tell us what to think and everything. We'll make it up to you. Thank you so much. Over to you, my brother. Open the floor for us.
Yo, it's been a very good weekend. You know what makes it good? Because almost all of the big teams were defeated. Only the bigger ones were not defeated. So you know what I mean? The big teams go this, and you know when you're saying the bigger ones, the ones that are in form right now. But yo, man, it was a good weekend. In terms of Premier League, it was a good weekend for me. I really enjoyed each and every match. Although there were certain teams that I'd say that these ones are gonna win, which lost. So there's a lot to talk about. Say without taking too much time, let's go into it.
It's all they made sure that this whole week they are not gonna sing blue is the color. And kudos to Sunderland for showing resilience, for showing their worth. Time Premier League material, and it was just a good one to watch, because being led by a Premier League veteran, which is none other than Granit Xhaka, it was a marvel, and it was good to watch them excelling against Chelsea. And not that I like Chelsea to be lose, but you know, it is what it is. I was happy when they lost to Sunderland, and big up to the new boys in town. And yeah, that goes to shows you that it's not like they are new boys, you know, they've been in the game for quite some time, only that they are stamping their authority in the Premier League. Talk to me on that.
Yes, sir. Yo, you know, I'm getting surprised at Sunderland, actually. I didn't think they'll get this far, because as you speak, they're in the top four. Man, they surprised me. The way they played with Chelsea, they've defeated certain teams that surprised me, because I didn't think they were going to go this far, but they're going for it. Like you said, they want to put their stamp. They don't just want to come back and get relegated. They want to stay on the league. So yeah, it's going to be some good competitions there, man. It's going to be some good competitions. I like it. But Chelsea lost again. Man, it's not looking nice. We thought they were going to go for the league now head-to-head with Arsenal and Liverpool, given the amount of money that they spend every time on a window. But it looks like the struggle continues. Even if Garnacho scored, the struggle continues. They lost again. So it's not looking nice. But I'm going to take you back a little bit. Leeds United and West Ham, they played on Friday. West Ham continues to struggle. Even if they fired Graham Potter, they brought in Nuno from Nottingham Forest. They are still struggling under Nuno. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done in West Ham, or else they'll find themselves relegated. But yes, sir.
Two, it's one thing in the Premier League to sell a player to a Premier League team. I understand, and now I get it when teams doesn't want to pass on their player to any other Premier League teams. Why? Because Berechi has buried his former team, Crystal Palace, sent them to a shallow grave. Like it wasn't looking good. That was the only chance that the Arsenal had, but it was buried by their former player, and I think it's a big pill to swallow for Crystal Palace. But yeah, it is what it is, man. He has new paymasters in town. What can you do? Literally right now as we speak, it is symbolic sometimes. Yeah, we want to buy locally, like, which is something that's good, because buying Momo, you just get into the rhythm. He knows Premier League in and out, Kuna in and out. Now you sell to Arsenal. The boy wanted Arsenal also, and now he punishes you like this, and Arsenal stay afloat on top of the table. It was something and a marvel to watch. They mustn't forget that we are Manchester. We are coming. We are cruising slowly, but we are coming.
Yes, sir. You know, Arsenal, people are starting to call it set piece FC. They only score on set pieces. They can't score on open play. They only score is either a corner, it's either a penalty or a corner or a set piece. That's the only way that they score. And come to the last game, they also scored on a set piece. A rebound. You see the rebound, and then Eze with his acrobatic he netted for his former club, Crystal Palace, which led Arsenal to 1-0 over Crystal Palace. And they're above the table. Man, as much as they're winning, I don't think people are hyping them too much to say they're the ones who are going to take the thing this season. You don't take the thing when you're winning like that. Their Arsenal are very good in defending. defending. Like, they are very good in defending. I feel like most of their games going forward, they might end up playing draws a lot, and that might affect them because they're not scoring more goals. And you know, the Cities, the Liverpools, when they win, they score more goals. So at the end of the season, you'll find they've got the same points, but the goal difference is a little bit high, and that might be a disadvantage for them. Because if you're competing for the league, you need to compete for everything. You need to have the goal difference that is at a good number, good points. But yeah, man, they managed to win over Crystal Palace. They're leading, but we are coming. They shouldn't hurry. They shouldn't worry. We're here. We've arrived. Yes, sir. Now that you've brought Arsenal, let's bring their rivals, Man City. Man City got shambled by Aston Villa. Man, you said Aston Villa are struggling this season. They're not really playing the football that caused them to play Champions League last season. But it looks like there are other teams who can't outplay them, regardless of how they are playing. Because if you check the stats, Man City have constantly been struggling whenever they face Aston Villa. And it shows again, Matty Cash managed to score a nice goal. Bottom corner, 1-0 to Man City, and Haaland's scoring machine has dropped now. That thing of scoring every goal, it's shy. Aston Villa managed to stop him, but yeah, man, they lost, and because of that, they are now looking shaky, and people are talking a lot, you know, say, talk to me.
It's been rumors and it's been words going under the rug, like, is it time for Pep Guardiola to take a backseat of the bus, just sit and relax and look what's happening, and just for a moment, he just need to you know, after that devastating divorce from his wife, Pep Guardiola has never been the same. Now the Manchester City, it has changed. Totally new people all together. He brought in a world-class striker, right? No results. It's one thing. You got Sevilla, world-class players. It's not connecting the dots. It's one thing again for City to keep. I understand City cannot afford to sack Guardiola. Why? Because Guardiola, if you sack Guardiola, who will replace? That's the biggest $1 million question. I understand that, but as it stands right now, it's not looking good. But too, the fun part about the story, they haven't been like stable for quite some time. And look in the log, they're number 3, they're 3rd in the log, and they're propelling back to return to their throne, which is something to shout about. Without spending much time on that, I think Pep is running out of ideas, and I don't know. Let's see if I can find out. But in all other news, we have Newcastle, which lost 2-1 to Fulham. It's been a horror for Newcastle, but seeing them getting back to the winning ways, it's amazing and it's good, and it's something else that everyone who supports Newcastle would bet. And yeah, before we go to the big one, can you just go on that one? Newcastle is Fulham.
Yeah, Newcastle, it's good, man. Newcastle are back to winning ways after losing Isak to Liverpool. They are back to winning ways, and it's looking good that now they are kind of finding their form, because I think they won their game in Champions League and then came to Premier League and won. It's like they're also getting their form back, which is a good thing, man. And yeah, I'm happy for them. They managed to score. But before we get to the big one, also Tottenham, they won against Everton. They won yesterday. They managed to defeat Everton 3-0, regardless of Grealish shining and stuff. Tottenham said, nah, we can't lose 2-3 times in a row. And you see how I told you, say that Wolves, ever since they lost their big players, your Kuna, your Vetina, all these big players that left Wolves, they've been struggling a lot. And this season, it looks like they're the one team who haven't gotten a win ever since the league has started. And as you talk now, they lost again to Burnley. Lyle Foster managed to score a last-minute winner to make it 3-2. So, yo, man, it's not looking nice on them, say.
But without wasting much of your time, we are going to the big one, which is Take Me Home. Take me home to Old Trafford, where I belong. Take me home. Tell me, start from you.
Yeah, man. Wow, what a game. What a game. After some noise happening, after these pandemic guys keep on making noise, a lot of loud noise in the internet. You know, people saying, hey, man, you can win back-to-back games. Yeah, this is their big game. Man, you have been losing to Brighton over the last 5 matches. Man, you have been losing and all those. Yeah, this is a big team. They came to Old Trafford and we showed them who we are. We dominated them throughout the whole game. There's a lot of talking points. Brian Bell Mbeumo, Matthias Kuna managed to get his first goal for Man U. So man, it's been nice. It was a nice game to watch. Like I enjoyed all of it. Even though they wanted to make me panic sometimes when we're about to conclude the game, but the boys played, man. They outplayed Brighton. We did not see any Carlos Baleba, but they outplayed them ever since we managed to bring Lamens on the goal, even though he conceded 2 goals. It's like there's this you build the confidence of the defense. Everyone is just confident, man. But yeah, man, it was a good game. A very good game. We won, man. 4-2. On this game, apart from Brian Mbeumo scoring 2 goals and Matthias Kuno managing to get his goal, on this game, I want to give kudos to Casemiro. Kudos to Casemiro.
For me, it's kind of different because I will say yes, kudos to Casemiro, kudos to Mbeumo Kuna for finding the back of the net, and it was a marvel to watch. And again, you talk about we couldn't find Baleba. My biggest fan, I will say kudos to Matthias de Ligt. I'm loving the consistency because for me, I'm one guy that who criticize you straight out. I don't look at who is this. And again, we have answers to a lot of questions which was asked right in front of our eyes. Why is Maino not playing? We all saw it now. Maino cannot outsit Casemiro in that team. Irregardless of Casemiro is 34-year-old. Not even one person can come and try to school Casemiro in that team. And that's where the old version of Casemiro come, and experience is the best teacher, and we all saw it. The reason why we were 50 last season, we saw it. And this thing of playing Zexis and stuff, if these players are not playing, if they are not physically fit, if they are not physically strong, if they are not back to track, they must go. They must go. Literally go.
I also wanted to say, now I used to blame Amorim, say I'm one of those people who say no, Kobe Mino should play. Kobe Mino should play. But the form that he is in, he can never make Casemiro sit down. Why? Kobe Mino isn't picked his form this season. Pace, physicality, doesn't have it. The moment they took out Casemiro and brought in Kobe in there, you could see that the Brighton midfielder started finding themselves. They started building up. They started controlling us. That's when they managed to get that free kick. That's when they managed to get that corner that they scored. It's because we didn't have Casemiro controlling the midfield. The midfielder was now out. And the coach saw it that, no, man, there's a problem. And he brought in Ugarte. And you see when Ugarte came in, the midfielder came back to its normal. So that means, for me, Casemiro and Ugarte are still ahead of Kobe Mino. For me, right now, the way they are playing, they're still ahead of him. So he can't. You just have to play those 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But he can't bench them. The way they are playing, he can't. It's either you take Casemiro, bring Ugarte, and then him is going to come late. But yeah, man, even our coach, our captain did not play so well for me. There were some balls that he was losing, man, that he was supposed to score and get more chances there. But it is what it is. He's the captain after all. And man, I told you about the defense. Delete. Solid. Euro, solid. We're just waiting for Licha to come back. That will be fire. We're just waiting for Licha to come back. Then from then, that will be fire. See, I will not take too much time. We won 4-2. We're back. We are back. Top 5. We're in it. All the teams that are ahead of us, they're like 2 points ahead. And we can't talk of Sunderland and Bournemouth. We all know that it's going to overtake them at some point. We are back. Champions League football, we're coming next season. No matter what, we are back. We are back. And in closing, we brought back we brought bad luck in Enfield. The walls of Jericho are falling. We beaten them, and then Brentford went there and gave them a shamble. It looks like Salah is losing the football. What was that saying from Jamie Carragher? Leave the football before the football leaves you. The African king is not happening for him. Yes, man.
I'm always that guy. Always quarreling with my brother because of Van Dijk. My brother is one person who likes Van Dijk to a point whereby you literally, I was never convinced at all. Regardless, they took the Premier League. I'm not a fan of playing this thing of playing smart football whereby he's being busy sending people do this. No, that's not how. I'm a fan of delete type of play. Ramos, Pepe, Puyol, who go head to on. You don't need to send someone to war. When you go to war, we fight. We don't send someone to do some work. Now it's kind of an expose because he's being exposed to a great extent, and if he's not careful, and he's the captain on top of that. And I was so laughing when you were saying we need to talk and with the whole team so that we get out of this. You are the problem. No one else. You are the problem. Since Isak is injured now, you are the problem because the defense. That's where the error is. That's where the error is. And for Salaman, it's a bad because you can't lose your rhythm at this climax. No, you can't. So all in all, we say Manchester United is back. the biggest bench in England. So we see you again when we do a review for the other team, and love you. Lots of love. Peace out, family.